Now,
Yes,
okay.
sir.
Now
Recording
it is
start.
recording. In this today's session, I'm going to explain about alternate CSS, alternate style. See, you have developed one web page, okay, index.html, and you have developed for that one CSS file, style1.css. And as a client, I'm asking you, I want alternate CSS. This design good, but I want to see more effective. Okay. Now I want to see that alternate CSS. How can you show? You have developed other styles also. Style 1.css, style 2.css, style 3.css, style 4.css. You have applied that CSS for one HTML web page, on index.html page. So how you can show that one? Okay, instead of changing CSS in one CSS file, one style 1.css file, you can make more CSS files. You can apply that CSS to web page. Okay, how you can show? Okay, by using Internet Explorer, I'm going to explain this. Okay, are you getting my screen? Are you able to view my screen?
No, sir. We can't view.
No, sir.
Now we can see, sir.
Okay. Already I have written some programs. See here, I created one HTML file. You can see with Notepad. That's the AL2. This is my HTML file. In this HTML file, I have written some links. So that is the link type text as CSS. Rel means relation style sheet. Title white I have given. Okay, you can view this is user defined. You can view any value here. Next to property style sheet. Okay, reference h reference style1.css. I can get this style from style1.css. So I'm using this style. What is my alternate CSS? Okay, so I can view same link. I'm using uh, one alternate CSS. So relation is alternate style sheet. Relation is what? Alternate style sheet. Okay, and I have given some title. Okay, that is silver. Here title is white. Here title is silver. I have given. Okay, that is user defined. Now you can use your names also, no problem. And property style sheet and h reference style2.css. This is alternate style sheet. Okay, relation type is what? Alternate style sheet. This is default relation style sheet, that is the style1.css is default. And what is the alternate style sheet means? That relation alternate style sheet, that is style2.css. Now what I should do, I'm applying these styles for this h1 tag and paragraph tag. Okay, I have written code for this also, style1.css, style2.css. For showing alternate CSS, at least you need to create two style sheet programs, two CSS programs. Okay, so I have created, this is one HTML file. For this HTML file, I have created two styles. Okay, two CSS files, style1.css and style2.css. Now default one is what? Style1.css. Yes, all of you, are you getting? Can you hear me?
Yes, sir, it is audible.
Style1.css and the style2.css. See here, I created two files. Right click, I'm going to open with Notepad. Just some example to show to clear about the alternate style sheet. So I have taken body tag. Within that I have given some background color. Okay, background size, background repeat, background color, text align center, text decoration, uh, and the text transformation uppercase. That means capital letters. So we can see on the web page. Okay, this is style 1 page. This is default page actually this is default page. What is the alternate css I have given there? Style2.css, right? So for style2.css, what code I have written, you can see here. So for this body, same body tag. For body tag I have given color, background color is magenta, and some image, and background repeat is repeat. So background position center I have given. So we can display that page. So this is HTML page, right? We can open with Internet Explorer so that we can see alternate CSS. See, this is our web page actually. Now how I can show alternate CSS file to my client? Okay, uh, you can use here one shortcut Alt F so that we can see the file. Alt F. So we can see the options like file, edit, view, favorite, tools, and help. Here you should click on view option. There, if you come down, you can see style option. There you can see the default one as you are seeing, right? You're able to view right here. That is default one. This is default one. Now you are in default mode. Now if I want to show you that alternate CSS file, silver title you have given, right? Are you remembering? Title you have given white and silver. For style 1.css you have given title white, and the alternate style sheet you have given title silver. So based on title you can view the alternate CSS here. If you click on the silver, you can see the alternate CSS. You don't want to change the code within the CSS, and you don't want to change the link in your code in your HTML page. You no need to change this link. Okay, okay. So that we can use alternate style sheet here. Yes, all of you are understanding. Are you getting this?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Alt F,
I'm able to view.
view, and go for style, and you can change here. So if I want to go for default white for this style sheet, I can click here so that I can see, right? In this way you can change alternate CSS, alternate external CSS. Any doubts still here?
Can't we do using other browsers, sir? We can do only using this.
Any doubts? Not getting your voice, my dear.
I am asking, can't we do the same thing using other browsers?
Yes,
Using
I tried it.
Microsoft Edge or Mozilla Firefox,
Yes,
Google Chrome.
it's not coming actually in the Google Chrome browser.
Oh, okay.
That's why I have shown in Internet Explorer. These options are not coming. Okay, you can use Internet Explorer for showing alternate CSS. Are you have got the point right here? To show the alternate CSS, you no need to change the link for style 1.css, style 2.css. Just you can view in the link the option like relation, alternate style sheet, and you can view the titles. Based on the title, we can change alternate CSS here. Okay, that's all about that alternate CSS. Now we are going to see the our session called properties, CSS properties, differences between margin and padding. Margin and padding. Have you defined the margin and padding? Can anyone reply me? What is margin? What is padding here? I can use margin, where I can use padding. Border. Here we have a diagram. Separates the difference between margin and padding. Okay, the margin is used to create space around the element. This is our element. Okay, this is one tag. In this we have written some text. This is my web page. In this way I have written one text. So uh, for this I'm going to add padding and margin. So now you can see what is margin and padding here, and difference between margin and padding. So margin is used to what? Create space around the element. This is the element. It is creating space between element to this border, and padding is used to create space around the element inside the border. Inside the border. See, this is a border. This is border. Okay, are you getting this mark? Okay, this is a border. For this I am going to add padding and margin. Okay, from this padding I am going to add. So this padding between the margin and the element. Okay, and the margin is from this border to the actual web page. Okay, so if it is an example, you have written one paragraph tag or a h1 tag. So this is my web page. So I'm going to add padding and margin. Padding from this border, so adding padding 30, and I'm going to add margin also, margin from web page to that border element. So I have added margin topic 30. So here we can add that margin or padding with the four properties like margin top, margin right, margin bottom, and margin left. Same thing you can apply for padding also. Padding top, padding right, and padding bottom, and padding left. Okay, in this way you can create the space around the element. You can create space around the element by using margin and by using padding also. Margin from where? From actual web page to that border element, and padding is from padding creates a space around the element inside the border. Inside the border. If it is a border, this is padding. Okay. Outside of the border we can say that is margin. Inside the element, inside the border, we can say that is padding. Outside that border is called margin. Okay, so that we can see here examples. Here the margin and padding target all four sides of the element. Margin and padding will work without the border property also. No, no need to write border also. Without border also we can work. So just we can add the space around that element. We can use this border and this margin and padding elements. Okay. So the difference will be more clear with the following examples. If you use this example, You can know. Already I explained this one with the example. Right click on web page, you can go for inspect element. There you can see this one. Okay. See this margin and padding one by one we can see one by one example so that you can understand very clear manner. And after completion of this, we can go for JavaScript validation. Before this, you have seen about text properties, right? Text color, text size, and all. So now we can see the margin. See, CSS margins are used to create space around the element, and we can set the different size of margins for individual size. So like type, right, bottom, left. So margin properties can have this measurement like pixels, so length in pixels, cm, pt, etc. And width of the element we can use, and margin calculated by the browser is auto. So browser gives auto margin actually. If you want to change that browser default uh, sizes, you can use margin equal to 0, padding equal to 0 as I shown already. Okay. So for this body, I have taken one body tag. So body element, margin and size I can use. So if margin property has four values here, see margin top, first one is what? Top, second one is right, third one is bottom, and fourth one is left. Top, right, uh, bottom, and the left. Uh, see these things we can see. See, I have a text in this one. This is a border. So margin we can write here. This is some padding. This is an actually web page. This is my web page. Within that web page we can write the margin from this border to uh, inside that element I can use padding. Here I can use padding. Here I can use padding, and from actual web page to that border that element I can use margin. Okay. So for this margin, I can give the values, right? So that value starts from here, margin top. If I use margin property, if I use this margin property, okay, I can give directly four elements. Four values I can give here. Uh, First one start from top, okay, top. Next one, right, and next one bottom. Okay, next one, next one is what? Left. Okay, that values I can add here. Margin 10 pixel, 20 pixel, 30 pixel, and 40 pixel. I have given at a time all these four properties. Okay, uh, if I give four values means this is top, from top, this is from right, this is from bottom, and this is from left. You need to remember. Okay, top, right, bottom, and left. Values I can give at a time. Or I can give, this is one example, we can see, then you can understand. So I'm going to create one example, HTML page, margin. In the head tag, I have written this, or I can use in the here. I used one property tag. Sorry, one paragraph tag. Here I have taken on style tag to apply style tag. I'm what type of CSS I have used here. What is this? If I write CSS code in this manner means what you call inline
Internal
CSS,
CSS.
internal CSS.
Internal
What is
CSS,
this
sir.
CSS mean? Internal CSS. Internal CSS. If you write same code inside of this tag, that you can call it as inline CSS within the line. Inline CSS. Remember that one. You may get uh, some confusion about this. So internal CSS and the inline CSS. Now I am going to execute this one. Same thing. This URL I can open with the browser. See margin properties. This is what first one is what first value for what margin from first I can explain without this. This is one paragraph. So first value for what margin from margin from margin from where first value for margin from top margin from top second value for margin from right third value for margin from bottom fourth one is for what margin from left side okay that we can see here 80 next 100 50 100 50 and from this side 80 pixel okay that's all of you are getting next next is margin property has three values margin property three values 40 100 120 I have given that means what top is 40 pixel and right and left 100 pixel you can understand see here see as you know this is margin okay margin I'm discussing here what about margin right so with the three values with the margin with three values first value for what that represents top 40 pixel, and this 100 is for what? 100 pixel is for what? Right and left, right and left, 100 100. If you give three values for the margin, it is going to take first one top, second one for right and left, and third one for bottom. bottom bottom is bottom is 120 pixel. Are you getting? Four values, three values you have seen till now. You understand, right? For three values, if you give three values means that is top from top, and left to right, next to third value for bottom. If the margin property has two values means 40 pixel, 100 pixel I have given me from top and bottom 40 pixel. See, if I give margin with two values, first value for top and bottom, second value for left and right. First value I have given 40 pixel. 40 pixel means top 40 and bottom 40. Next 100 pixel. If I give two values, first one for top and bottom, second value for left and right. Left, from left 100 pixel, and right 100 pixel. Okay, if I give two values, it is considering in this way. We can change here. Now see the output values. This margin 80 pixel and 100 pixel. 80 pixel means what? Top and bottom 80 pixel, left and right 100 pixel. Okay. So margin has one value, only 40 pixel I have given. That means it is going to consider the top, right, bottom and left. Top, right, bottom and left. Top, right, bottom and left. These four values it is going to take 40 pixel. Okay, from every side it is going to take 40 pixel. If I give one value margin 100 pixel I have given. So if I'm going to change here, margin I have given only pixel. F5 you can change it. So every side 100 pixel margin. Okay, next padding. So inside the web page you have a one element. From element to that border we are going to use some padding. So CSS paddings are used to create space around the element inside any defined border. If you have written one border for one element, so for that border to that element, it is going to give the padding. So we can set different paddings for individual sides. So that is top, right, bottom and left as you have seen like margin. Okay, margin also same, right? The padding also same. Okay, uh, main difference is so from web page to that border we are giving margin. From border to inside the element, so inside element to that border we can use padding. Okay, so here the padding also same, length and width you can use same measurements, and you can use that values also from if I give four values, so it will consider like top, right, first one for top, second one for right, third one for bottom, and fourth one for left, the left side pixels. Okay, if I give three values for padding, same, top 40 pixel, right and left 100 pixel, and bottom 120 pixel. Okay, if I give two values for padding, it can uh, top and bottom 100 pixel and the left and right on 150 pixel as you have given here. If I give two values, first one for top and bottom, second value for left and right. Okay, if I give only one value for the padding, so it considers top, right, bottom and left 100 pixels. Okay, so this is the main difference. So difference between margin and padding is margin is used to create space around the element and padding is used to create space around the element inside the border. Inside the border. Here these things we already discussed. Background, about the background property. Background contains background color, background image we can use, and background repeat, background attachment fixed, and or not, and background position we can use center, bottom, and all. So I will share this document so that you can practice. And border properties also I explained already. Any doubts still here? Salafi, any doubts? Can you create alternate CSS style sheet, alternate style sheet? Next, in the next session you should show the alternate css, and you should explain, take one table. So there you can use margin, padding, and border, background properties. A simple example you can explain. Okay, with the one css you can use border, margin and padding, and in the second css you can explain with borders and background fields. Okay, any doubts still here? Yes, all of you.
No, sir, no doubts.
Tell me the difference between margin and padding.
We can place the element using margin outside the create
Element
this
means we are
outside the margin
create space
using
regarding
margin.
to the element. Inside the element means
Inside the element means we
element
should use padding.
between have one border mark, border and element having that border. If you give, if you want to give space between that border to our element, inside the element you can use that padding. If you are providing space between that web page to that element to web page, you can use margin. Okay. Out, you simply you can say outside the border outside you can use margin, inside you can use padding. Okay, for the, if you want to show that one, you need one element, from element to border padding. From that border, or that sorry, that element to outside, outside that border we can use margin. You can see here. See, you can see here I have given how much margin top 200 pixels. From top onwards it is given 200 pixels. So I can show you in Chrome. Same thing, I can refresh here. See, in this way I can give. Or if you want to show directly for your understanding, see, this is H1 tag. See, this is H1 tag. For this H1 tag, I have written coding like this. Okay. First we can see with the margin with one value and the margin with two values. If I give two values, margin with one value means what? Yes, all of you. Margin with one value. If I give 100 pixel, that means it is considering it is taking a space 100 pixel on the top and 100 pixel from right side and 100 pixel from bottom side and 100 pixel from uh, left side, right? Okay, 100 pixel, not funny. I'll show you later the time of life. Okay, if you have any doubts you can ask me. In the next session we are going to see about JavaScript client side validation.